Making a levers board. Well, a levers board is simply a cardboard sheet, but I've made this one thicker by gluing together some cardboard that I cut from a box. So it's simply layers of card, and it's that special type of card that you get in a cardboard box these days, corrugated card. So it's got that sort of wavy part inside it. So a corrugated card box, take the box to pieces, get some sheets which are bigger than a normal sheet of paper, and then your sheet of paper is going to fit on there, and you'll see why later. Well, once you've got your basic board made, it doesn't have to have these sort of feet that I've put on it, those raised bits, just layers of card. You see, the idea is we want to be able to push pins in or paper fasteners through the card, and we don't want to keep sort of scratching the table or whatever it is you've got underneath. So the levers board, the idea is that what you do is take card strips, and the card strips are our sort of practice levers. So they're just 2 centimeters wide and as long as you can make them. And then we're going to use things like paper fasteners and map pins. They're very useful. Map pins, simple things like some blue tack might be useful. And then if you haven't got these pins, little cocktail sticks, fasteners, you don't need all of these things, and you might be able to improvise when you see what you've got to do with them. With a cocktail stick, it's useful not to have a point on both ends, so we can either try and sort of snip it off, but why not do this? Look, pinch it right in the middle like that, break it back, and then break it forwards, and you get a pretty clean break where you've snapped it, and now you've got 2 pins. So the idea is the pins can hold the lever onto the board, and then when the lever moves we can experiment with designing lever sort of gadgets. So the pins, the paper fasteners, map pins and cocktail sticks all serve the same purpose. It's always useful to have a pair of scissors handy. Some blue tack's very useful. A pencil, and the point of the pencil can just act as a little sort of pusher to make some of these tiny little holes. Map pins are very good, but you might not have those handy at home. So here we go then. Very simply, we could take a card strip, pierce some holes in it, pop one of the pins in it goes, and there's our first little lever. We could move the pin to a different place, and the lever has a different amount of motion. Well, what about the cocktail sticks? Same thing. Let's have a look. There we go. Not as good as the pin, but it'll work. It'll work. And then what about the paper fastener? Well, you could pierce the paper fastener all the way through, but I want to show you a different way to do that shortly. Okay, you can do that though, pierce the fastener through, but there's a better way to do it with the help of some blue tack. Now that's this little video completed, and then the next series all gradually build up in complexity to do with levers and the interesting things we can make with them, and then maybe use them to design moving gadgets and moving scenes, which are great fun.